start? Okay, so I just want to say hi to my Periscope people. We're Periscoping this live. So my name is Laura Burbich, as Olivia just said. Thank you so much for asking me to speak today. I was always really shy. I was always the girl who hid herself in the back of the room. When a camera would come up, I would turn around, run away, scream at the person with the camera. And now I'm like a selfie addict. So just to say, Beachbody more than anything has really, and I might cry like a million times, but Beachbody more than anything has really brought me back to who I am on the inside, and that's what I believe it has the potential to do for everybody. So Olivia asked me today to speak about financial freedom and how to achieve that within your Beachbody coaching business. And I sat down yesterday, as I usually do, to write about whatever the person asked me to talk about. And it always ends up being something so different because I feel like we have enough training about how to achieve financial freedom, and we have enough training about how to step by step do the coach thing. I believe that anything you want to achieve in your life has to start within and that journey of personal growth. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And it's all tied in with financial freedom. It's all tied in with how to earn with this business. But I really want to say it really doesn't have anything to do with anything other than trusting and believing in that power inside of you to be great and allowing that to shine through. And I might be reading because I really like what I wrote, and I might go off topic. So we became Beachbody coaches because we felt called and pulled to this company for whatever reason that is. We all have different goals and we all have different whys that change all the time. But what really brings us together is that we felt pulled to this company, to this business of coaching, because of something bigger than ourselves. Whether you call it God, divinity, law of attraction, the universe, whatever, I believe that we're all here as coaches for something bigger than even we can imagine right now. We might have a vision for ourselves and where we want to take our businesses, but I think that's the tip of the iceberg. As coaches, I believe, and I believe that is true, that it's our duty and our job to empower ourselves. And in this, that allows others to empower themselves, okay? Too often we get overwhelmed as coaches, especially as new coaches. We get overwhelmed and paralyzed because we believe it's our job to empower, enlighten, and motivate others. That's a scary thing. What a huge weight to have on our shoulders to say that it is our duty to go and empower someone. That's scary. I want you to understand that you can lighten your load, okay? Your job is nothing more and nothing less than to learn who you are, to grow yourself in your own personal power, to open yourself up to all the possibilities that are available to you in your life, to learn, grow, and strengthen yourself, and that, in and of itself, will truly help others. So let's stop trying to carry other people, okay? Let's stop trying to save everybody, and focus on the one person we can save, ourselves. And we hear it all the time. You can't make someone successful. You can't make someone want this. You can't go to someone's house and force them to work out, and even if you do, they might not want to, right? You can't make someone do anything. The only person you have control over in this life and in this business is yourself. So why do we put so much pressure on ourselves, worrying and freaking out about helping and empowering and pushing other people? We should be doing that for ourselves. Through your willingness to stand tall and be who you are and who you're truly meant to be, you naturally vibrate this crazy magnetic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. So by being you, you radiate empowering energy that other people can pick up on. And through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, which you'll hear me talk about a lot, through those acts, You've given yourself permission to emit this gentle and loving strength. So strength doesn't always have to be loud. It can be gentle and loving. And this is exactly what this world needs right now. And that is exactly what Beachbody does. You and me, as Beachbody coaches, are given the gift of self-empowerment. And we are giving that gift to everybody that we meet. Self-empowerment. This is how we grow our businesses. Yes, we have amazing products and programs, obviously. That's a really big majority of the reason why we got started with this. Something within this company, whether it was Insanity, whether it was Turbo and Shalene, whatever it was, drew us in here because of their loving strength and energy and their vibrations and their self-empowerment enlightened us to become self-empowered. I know for me it was Shalene Johnson. My first program was Insanity, but just like everybody else, it was a little bit hard, and I was dealing with eating disorders and body dysmorphia at the time, so when you come from a place of self-hatred in your workouts and in your nutrition, it's just not a healthy place to be. And you cannot receive all of the abundance in your life that you deserve when you come from a place of, I hate myself, when am I gonna get skinny, how many calories did I burn, how many calories can I eat today, okay, now today I can only eat this much. That's not healthy. But I came into my power because someone, Shalene, who never met me and who I never met until last year, touched me in some way that made me realize I can do this for myself. And that's what we do as coaches. And that's how we grow our businesses. So we've got the products, we've got the programs, and you have to use and love them, obviously, that's a huge part of this. But more than that, it's much, much more than that. The way to truly grow a successful business in any respect, especially in Beachbody, is so much more than just talking about what we have to offer in terms of products. It's about telling people you can change. You can have every darn thing you want, okay? You deserve it. It's about telling people that they deserve it. You can be self-empowered. It's about telling people that this opportunity helped me feel and see and believe that in myself, and I want that for you. That's what this business is about, and that's how we grow it. Once we trust in our mission here, all this stuff becomes really easy. And trust me, I can say that from personal experience. I worked my business for about a year in that mode in my head where it was all about me, and it was all about figuring out how I could benefit and how I was changing. But truly, when I really came to terms with the fact that, yes, I have to work on myself, but it's about showing people the growth within me and believing in that growth within those people, that's when it just becomes easy. It stops being hard. It stops being, how do I find more people, and how do I attract more people, and why don't people want to work with me, and how come I'm not signing up coaches? It stops being about that, and it really starts being about, it just starts being easy, and things just magnify towards you. So we do want people on our team, but we want people on our teams, and we want people in our life who want to seek and grow and find that empowerment that we found. So the important thing about understanding financial freedom within this business is that it comes from growing a team, but it comes from growing the right team for the right reasons. That's why this isn't a business about sales. And I know when I first started, I was like, yeah, sure, everybody says that, but obviously it is. But I didn't get it. And I know a lot of coaches think that too. We think, all right, well, if I'm supposed to be selling these products, but they tell me this business isn't about selling products, I don't understand what you're talking about. And you really have to see beyond the Success Club points. You have to see beyond the signing up of the coach, and you have to see the life that is going to be changed because you were brave enough to say, hey, this helped me, and I know that this is gonna help you too. So this is why this isn't a business about sales. This is a business about growing a group of friends, a family, partners, and helping each other grow in that light and love. For so long, as I said, my focus was skewed. I asked, how can this business benefit me? How can I gain coaches and customers? But when I shifted from gaining to receiving, big difference. From gaining to receiving, the magic happened. My business exploded, and so did my paychecks. Now I ask, and you should too, as I grow and learn, how can I share this better? How can I make my message clearer? How can I show more people that they too deserve to be free? Through my life journey, which obviously is majorly filled with all things Beachbody, I share my message, I share my triumphs, and I share every single one of my struggles all the time. I get real, and that's why I am close right now, 3 years into the business, 26 years old, to a 6-figure income this year. I want everyone I meet, all of those women and men. First guy on my team right here. That's why I want everyone I meet and everyone who falls across me on social media and everyone who I speak to, I want them to see their potential reflected within me. I don't want them to see me and say, oh wow, she's so awesome. I could never do that. I want them to see me and say, I see her power and I see my power. I want them to believe, even for a second, that they deserve freedom. I have no hesitation anymore at sharing this business, at recruiting and signing up coaches, and I have absolutely no hesitation in getting them started right and sharing the truth of my message. And neither should you. This is too big and too good not to share with everybody. When you find that power and that belief in yourself and in this business inside of you, you will find people who see it too. You will find the people who see that truth within you and that truth within this business as well. And then when we find those people, when we're empowered and we find the people who want to be empowered and who want to grow, it's your responsibility as their coach to share everything you know and everything you're learning with them. Even if you're brand new or still learning, and you should always be learning, your responsibility is to grow and learn and share that. Even if you're new, everything you learn, you share. That's it. You have no responsibility beyond that. Love your team. Love them. Give them your heart. Share and blossom with them. That's a leader. Doing it with them, leading them in that power, doing it with them, learning with them, sharing with them. It's your duty, your job. It's my job to stay empowered and inspired and to keep learning. Not everyone will be ready, and not everyone will be as passionate as you are. Not everybody's on the same page as you, and we heard that today. There will be challenges. I'm not saying there won't be. I face challenges every day in my business. Not everybody's on the same wavelength as you. But it's your power, it's your duty to love those people, to lead those people, to show what's possible, and to know that everybody grows at a different rate. And it clicks for everybody differently. But it's okay. That isn't your responsibility, and it isn't your fault if someone doesn't get it, or isn't passionate about it, or doesn't want to be a part of this because it's just not their time. That's not your responsibility or your fault. And we should not let that hold us back from sharing this beautiful opportunity with anybody, because you never know who is going to be ready. You never know who is going to be ready for this business. You never know. Don't stop sharing, don't stop believing, and keep that soul and that spirit really high. Keep that high. Always learn and always seek. And always help. Always. Always be presenting this business to everybody. Live and breathe your life, and your business will be reflecting in that. Okay? You never know who needs it. And I always say this, but it's very selfish if you keep this a secret. And it's very selfish. I feel it is my duty to share this with everybody because I know that there are people in this world who might say no thank you, but I know there's someone that was waiting for me. They were waiting for me to say something. They were waiting for me to say, hey, you deserve better and you can have better, and let me show you how you can empower yourself. There's someone waiting for you. And to think that you're not important enough to make a change is diminishing everything that you are. And we heard this today. You're a child of God. You're a child of this universe, and you matter, okay? You never know who needs this business and whose life will do a complete 180 because of you. Your income is a direct reflection of how many people you help. And we've heard this a million times. I'm sure you've heard this in trainings, and it really should be our slogan, and it should be something that's always in the back of your mind when we're thinking, and I hear this all the time, Laura, how do I grow my income? I'm very unsatisfied with how much money I'm making. I haven't made any money. Don't think about the money. Think about the people. Are you truly, with your heart, leading to help? If you are, don't worry, it's coming. It is, and I can attest to that. The more I give, the more I receive. But the more I receive, the more I have to give. And that's the key. If your heart is pure and true, then you will receive everything. This business is as legit as it gets. All of life is on your side. You have all the power inside of you to change the world. Don't think for a second that you don't, because you do. Stop playing it small. Stop pretending that you're not as magnetic and majestic as you truly are. So stop playing it small and start believing in yourself and start building that empire. Thank you.